Hello, my name is Hugo. Today let's talk about how to shoot interviews. For 9 years of doing camera work, I've shot hundreds of interviews, and the early ones look far away from what I shoot now. Turned out that shooting interviews wasn't as easy as it seemed to be. There were some unexpected things I had to face, which we will discuss in this video. Object placement. Very often when I come to shoot interview, clients start offering places that are very close to walls. The first thing you want to do is to put your subject as far as possible from the walls. You need to create a depth, and placing subject by the wall, you make your image look flat and boring. Just look around and find the best looking backgrounds. Sometimes in tight spaces I had to place subject even in a doorway in order to achieve the depth. Light placement. Another mistake that I see quite often is that the light is placed on the same side as the camera. That is something that always makes your image flat. You want to make a 3D dimensional image by placing your light on the other side of your 180-degree line. Basically, the person who's asking questions and having eye contact with your talent should be placed in between camera and light. If you have extra lights, it's good to have some backlight as well for better separation from the background. Camera placement and lenses. Usually camera has to be on the same level as talent's eyes. Sometimes it can be slightly lower, just to make the person feel a little bit more comfortable. If you have a second camera, there is a couple ways how you can set it up. First is the most traditional one, is camera B sets right next to camera A. And second, more modern style, is camera sets right on the talent's side and shoots talent's profile. And third one is my favorite, is when camera moves sideways on the slider. This is the most cinematic way to shoot on camera B. Lenses. I personally like shooting interviews on 35mm or 50mm with wide open aperture for creating shallow depth of field. Sometimes I'm forced to use wide lens, like 24mm, but it's more an exception, but I'd rather not. If you have a second camera, it's better to put a tighter lens, and your framing has to be at least 2 times closer than your first camera. 35mm and 85mm would make a great tandem. But if you put 35 and 50mm, you'll get pretty much the same framing, and intercutting between those angles will not be as exciting. Interviewer placement. The person who asks questions and has eye contact should be sitting on the same height as the talent and as close as possible to the camera, even slightly behind the camera, so talent looks through the camera at the interviewer. This way the camera will be a lot more connected with your talent. If you place interviewer far off, the conversation will feel disconnected. And for those reasons, always better to have only one interviewer, because if there are a few people ask questions, the talent won't be sure where to look, and the eyes will be going sideways. It's better to collect all questions and let only one person asking them. Sound. As for sound, I like using boom microphones, because they usually sound more clear and crisp. You just have to make sure that you place this microphone as close as possible to the talent's head, just outside your frame. Point the microphone somewhere before mouth, but not directly, because the sound will not be even if your talent moves. If you have a lavalier mic, place it somewhere closer to mouth, but in places where it's not interfered by cloth, because it'll cause noise. Usually I use both boom and lavalier mic. On post I usually merge those two mics and it makes a great sound. Or I use just the ones that sounds better. In any case, having 2 sources is good. In case of one of them, for some mystical reason, is messed up, and believe me, it really happens. That's pretty much it. I hope this information was useful for you. Hit like button if you like this video. Click on subscribe button if you wanna watch more videos like this. Thank you for your time. Bye.